Hey everyone, it's Epic Wars PCG, and today I'm going to be showing you a new video showing you a whole series of paper computer games. This is called the Terror series. We got Forest of Terror, Castle of Terror, and Mansion of Terror. I've already done a playthrough of this game and showed it in a video, so I'm not going to be showing the PCG Castle of Terror, but I will leave a link in the description to the video and the playthrough if you guys are interested in seeing this. Yeah, this starts off with the character named John just exploring the castle, and then it goes on to the second game called Forest of Terror. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm making so many PCGs that I forget to show like all of my old ones that I've made. So I really got to get into showing those too. So first we're going to be showing you the Forest of Terror. And it takes place on the planet Gondo. I think the last one took place on the planet Kolbaz. Yeah, it did. But the next two games in the series take place on the planet Gondo. But if you don't remember, the main character, like the main boss or villain named Harold, he's been showing up in so many of my PCGs. So I think I should really do a wiki article about him because he's pretty popular with my friends. So yeah, you hop out of that portal because in the last game you went into a portal. So you play a Spadino, it's not John, and you're also with Spidoralbot, which is like the more smart or intelligent version of Tutorialbot. So over here you can help this little bird, but this guy's a trapper. If you don't remember, he's an Elgrot from one of my lore videos. I'll try to leave a link in the description to that video if I can find it. But yeah, he's a trapper, so he's really into the trapping business. You can go in his little hut if you want. And in this hut, he can sell you pelts. The reason why you would want pelts is because they kind of like disguise you as a ghost if you really want to. He also sells bombs and stuff. But yeah, that's his little house. Then you can go on and you'll move on. And again, like this PCG isn't the best drawn, but because I did make it a while ago. But yeah, there's another bird. It's protecting its eggs, so you really don't want to bother with it. But you can go into that little abandoned shack there. I do have a script for this, but it is somewhere else. I'm starting to write the scripts on the back of the pages just so I can look really quick, and it's a lot more efficient. So yeah, you'll meet this ghost. He has an old hatchet, so you got to defeat him. There's also a little Mercado coin on that plate on that table over there, and then if you see in the back of the corner, there is a scroll. That scroll will tell about who built this house and who used to live here. It's actually a scientist who developed the serum to make these ghosts really evil. So that's cool. And then as you move on, there's also some Mercado coins here that you have to get unstuck if you really want those. There's also some landmines and 2 more ghosts. Then there's another Elgrot, and when my friend played this game, he basically just didn't even care about that Elgrot. And once he defeated the ghost, he just moved on, just leaving him behind. So I thought that was kind of harsh. But yeah, you can save him, and he'll join your team. But yeah, you gotta defeat those 2 ghosts. Next, this is cool. You come across a little Tiki Nuki village, which is a little species on Gondo that I think showed up in Tribal War, one of my earliest PCGs. But yeah, you can go in this little log and find some stuff. And yeah. They also have a little trap there. But yeah, that's just a little native race. Next, you come out to a little abandoned outpost that used to be a Hento outpost, and you can tell that because of their old flag. It seems pretty weather damaged. But you basically just flick that lever, and you can get in pretty easily. And then this is the cool screen. So first you got to get past these little things. They're kind of fist things, so they'll punch you when you go by. So you got to defeat those, got to get rid of that ghost. You'll see a dead Hento dude, but you don't really care because they're really evil. But there's another ghost, and you can see he was injected with this serum to make him extra evil and buff, and he's got really big claws, and he even has a shield. There's also a med pack that you can use to heal someone if they got injured. And then Harold from the original PCG Castle of Terror, which has seen a really big resurgence in most of my games, has come back, and his specialty is staring contests. So you have to actually do a staring contest with your PCG master or just fight him combat. Then you'll get a bunch of Mercado coins. In my old games, I had tons of Mercado coins, but in my newer games, I'm trying to limit them. And then here's just a really poorly drawn portal screen to the next game, which is probably one of my favorite games out of this whole series, Mansion of Terror. Probably my best one, too, out of this series. I do plan to maybe continue this series or do spin-off games, because I remember Castle of Terror is still some of my friends' favorite games, even though it's pretty poorly drawn, but it's fine. I actually might remake that game because it's pretty fun. But yeah, Mansion of Terror, pretty cool cover screen in my opinion. And yeah, so you pop out of the portal just like the last game, And if you notice, this door to the mansion, it doesn't have a key, doorknob, or anything. So you actually gotta, this is actually a cool puzzle. So you gotta take one of those torches and burn the door, or just break one of the windows, but they're pretty like bulletproof, so you gotta find out how to do that. Or you can burn the door down and get in. And then you'll come across these two ghosts. If you look in that garbage can, you'll find a flamethrower, which you can use to ignite the Gron oil, which will get rid of these guys, or you can just fight them combatly. And that guy has a key, which you can get. Go on to the next room, and this is cool. It's like a little picture room. These are talking pictures of famous characters throughout my games. There's also a poster of Balzac Lobretron and the Mercado shop. So you can talk to these guys, and they'll tell you which door to go in. One of the doors is like a lava pit or something, which it'll like force you to go into. And the second one leads into this room, which is pretty cool. So basically, if you see that little book, it kind of looks a little random. If you pull that, it will reveal a secret entrance to the next room. But if you notice, there's a ton of Mercado coins in this little fish tank. You can actually get them as a player, because if you notice, Pinchoid Crabicus is behind there, just hiding in that little fish tank. So he's going to absolutely destroy you if you try to go in there. But that's a little cool call out to that character created by Chris. And next, this is actually a really fun puzzle. Also, I recently just got this book, which is filled with puzzles for Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm like hacking them up to put them into PCGs, which is very fun. And I already finished a whole PCG with tons of puzzles like that, and my friend played it, and it was a ton of fun. But yeah, this is a little piano. Different keys you press will do different things. Like this one will heal you, this one will open the door, this one will shoot a dagger out at you, this one will kill you, this one will spawn a ghost. This one will give you 1 Mercado coin, and that will give you a shield. You can only press like each of them once before the effect wears off. There's also some swords and a shield right there, and mysterious candles over there. But yeah, if you notice, the fish tank was over like a wall, and that wall is up here. There's a little hole peeking out, and there's Pinchoid Crabicus again. He's gonna try to stop you from going into the attic. There's a little chest that you could have used that key to get into, but the moment you open that chest, like a chest mimic comes out and tries to eat you. You can go up to the attic, and you notice there's a couple Mercado coins. So you can try to get those, but the moment you step on this carpet, it ignites into flames, and the Mercado coins are dead, or gone. So you gotta find a secret way to get those, if you can. Oh, also, this was pretty funny. So my friend was like, oh my gosh, where's the key? And he couldn't find it, and he was like waiting for like a long time. And then he finally looked under the welcome mat, and he found the key, so that was pretty funny. And then this room, this is like right before the final boss fight where you meet Harold. But there's another ghost here. There's 2 Skeletrons from the planet Ghost Stacks. I don't know why they're here, but why not? There's also a magical suit of armor that will give you protection, another scroll detailing more information, and then the door is wide open for you to go in. And then you meet Harold. And Harold has a ton of secret abilities. You can just roll a dice to see which ability comes up, but he can heal himself, he can turn invisible, he can teleport, he can make you float. But yeah, that is the evil Harold. And that is the whole Terror series so far. Plan to make a few more games in this series. But yeah, this is just a really fun series that all my friends really liked. And I recommend you guys to make like some haunted series just like this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.